how's everyone doing?
Yay.
Thank you all again for your participation in seeing our show. This is Patsy. Does anybody know who Patsy Mink is by chance? Okay.
Yes, I can definitely be there for summer training. I've been practicing my free throws and crossovers like we talked about. Trust me, a full ride to a Division I is more than I've ever dreamed of. Ish. I just got a call from one of the schools that was heavily recruiting me in the fall.
Tell the truth!
I am. Coach is giving me some good routines and layups to work on, and I'm just out here working hard, playing hard.
Speak your truth.
Hello? Who's there? Who's talking?
Up here, over here. I've been watching you.
Are you speaking to me? Oh God, I'm losing my mind.
Who else is up here besides King Kamehameha and Mayor Cravallo when he had all his hair?
Do you know who I am? I know that you are Kailani Ailana, Maui High star point guard and MVP. What do they call you again? Chatty Cheetah? Yeah, because I like to talk smack and I'm fast. And of course I know who you are. You're like everywhere. Patsy Mink, Hawaii's first congresswoman. Not just Hawaii. I was the first Asian American woman and the first woman of color ever to be in Congress. I had a lot of firsts. Oh, whew. I have been dying to do that. Wow, a lot has changed. I'm super stressed out and going crazy. And now the pictures on the wall are talking to me like I'm at Hogwarts, but creepier. Yamete, you're not going crazy. What do you want from me? Can I help you? I want to help you. You seem a little like you're losing your mojo. Yeah, you could say that again. Definitely losing something. But why? You're so talented. Well, sure, I'm talented here, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything anywhere else. Gender identities from sexual harassment and discrimination. It provides equal access into programs and eligibility for scholarships. It's the promise of the Constitution that we are all created equal. We all know that's not true. Look at what happened in Lahaina with all those fires. My auntie still hasn't been paid. We were right in the middle of World War II, and Hawaii was hit hard with Pearl Harbor. I really felt I needed to boost morale. Whether we're digging air raid trenches, sewing hospital gowns for the Red Cross, or volunteering down at the USO in Paia or Makawao, we carry on. Many of us have lost brothers or cousins, if not on the base, then on the battlefield. Many of us, despite our brethren being thrown into concentration camps, have demonstrated our loyalty as Americans. If we have learned anything, it must be that war is not the answer. I urge you, my fellow classmates, to think deeply about your strengths and convictions. It is our Ikaika spirit that will prevail. Let us show the world what Hawaii is made of. Congratulations to the class of 1944!
Very proud of you.
Well, thank you for steering the ship, Principal Clower.
You're a rare kind of student. I see a bright future ahead, maybe nursing, or you'd make an excellent teacher. Who knows? Maybe a headmaster like me.
But Mr. Clower, I'm going to be a doctor.
It's wonderful, Patsy.
Unfortunately, the world beyond boundaries. Well, isn't this where we pick up our keys to the dormitory?
It is, but your name's not on the list.
Oh, I've got to be on the list. I'm a new student. I have my acceptance letter
The
right
university
here.
has very strict housing guidelines. I think you meant to go to the International House.
But I'm not an international student.
The university doesn't allow coloreds to house in the dormitories. There's a special house for you colored folks, and that's the International House. I can show you on your map right
Never
there.
mind. Thank you.
Next!
So, Yeah, I just can't believe how much some people hate over here.
You say over here like hate isn't everywhere. This is America, a country built on the backs of slaves.
I ended up transferring to the University of Hawaii because I needed surgery and I wanted to be closer to my family. But the year after I left, the University of Nebraska changed its segregated housing policies. I just knew that with enough protest, they would have to listen. I graduated with degrees in zoology and chemistry, with hopes of going on to medical school.
Mail delivery.
Dear Miss Takemoto, thank you for your application to our medical school. But
You're not gonna read it? Took me a long time to write that.
I already know what it says.
Fine. I'll read it. We regret to inform you we're unable to alter acceptance. We have a number of considerations.
I have applied to 12 medical schools, all rejections. I'm graduating top of my class, and they still don't see
Hold
that.
on. Not done reading.
Know everything there was about the bedrock of our constitutional freedoms.
The 14th Amendment states, nor shall any state deprive a person of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law. Furthermore, Congress fought hard to have fair representation based on the number of people living within a state in order to avoid those formerly slave-owning states from tipping the scales in their favor. Anyone else with a question? Someone who has not had the chance? Miss Takimoto.
Professor, why do you think the 14th Amendment only considers our male citizens?
Women did not get the right to vote until the 1920s. It only
But that
makes
seems
sense.
incongruous with the principles of the 14th Amendment and the value of each and every person to be treated humanely, fairly, and above all, equally.
This amendment ensures equal rights and protection under the law. It's an ideal we strive for as a core American value.
So you're saying it's not reality, it's not the truth.
What I am saying, Miss Takimoto, is that patience is a great virtue.
Well, I'm not sure I agree with you, Professor. I think we women could stand to be a bit more impatient about the way we're being treated.
Miss Takimoto, take a look around you.
You'll ever meet.
All right. Sit down. We'll take east and west.
Fine by me. Now, I know what you're thinking. How are you going to let a man call you a dummy? But those are just the rules. You play in pairs. There's a dummy and a declarer. That's what the players are called. And your pairs are either north-south or east-west.
1, no trump.
2 hearts, no bid. I wasn't the best bridge player.
From dummy, 5 of spades. Ace of spades, ace wins, still your lead.
But we did all right that first game.
Ace goes in the trick.
And we got better and better with every game that we played. John turned out to be my greatest champion.
We're the champions. The way you set up that trump suit's genius.
I told you, I'm no dummy.
Well, it was a pleasure playing with you, Miss,
Patsy.
John Mink. I had a great time playing with you, and love for you to join me again next week for their East-West blowout.
I'd love to. Oh, but I have to double check. Exams are coming up, and I have this paper I need to write.
Oh, what's the subject of paper?
You really want to know?
Wouldn't have asked if I was interested.
All right. I'm writing a paper on anti-Asian sentiment from exclusion and alien land laws.
Oh. Well, I'd love to read some of your research when you're finished.
Really?
I have a feeling you could teach me a few things.
John and I.
Well, you certainly are qualified. I see you graduated with honors.
I can start as soon as possible. I've passed the bar exam.
Just hold your horses. To be quite frank, we aren't hiring at this time.
But this is an interview, isn't it?
And I want to meet you. You are an impressive candidate.
Well, then give me a chance. I work hard. I'm an expert on the Constitution.
This is an incredibly high-pressure environment. The demands we put on our lawyers in order to provide the
It's
utmost...
because I'm a woman, isn't it?
Have you thought about becoming a legal secretary? Many firms are looking for smart, young women like yourself.
I have a law degree.
No, the secretaries make good money, and they still have time to tend to their families. Uh-huh.
You don't think I'm as smart as a man?
No. I think you're smart as a whip. It's just, you have to understand, we need our clients to trust us. And unfortunately, not everyone in the world is as progressive as you and I. Most people are pretty darn daft, if you ask me.
Well, Mr. Doheny, thank you for your time.
We need a catchy slogan.
How about, let's get rid of the stink, vote for my mom, Mrs. Mink.
We found your missing link. Nobody stronger than Patsy Mink.
Let's see, drink, blink, kitchen sink.
Oh, rhyming is good. You're a natural wordsmith, Wendy.
Patsy fights for everyone's rights. It's time to look up. Let's get shook up.
What are you two up to?
Dad says you need a catchy slogan, and I agree. These plantation howlays don't know what's coming. All we have to do is get people mad about the truth.
I sure hope so. I've knocked on over 100 doors today. Ugh, my feet are killing me. Ooh, I like that. Think, vote me.
I came up with that one.
It's simple, positive, to the point. I love it, Pumpkin. Hello, this is... Dear DNC Chairman, I will not be pushed out by the machine bosses. I am greatly distrustful and disturbed by this whole situation. I keep asking myself whether politics is worth the individual's right of his loss to criticize his party, and whether it's worth the sacrifice of principles. I was not going to be silenced, and I certainly wasn't going to drop out. Come election night,
35% reporting.
67% reporting.
Districts 1, 2, and 3 are in.
Still waiting on Hawaii. Who's flew in?
Maui's close, 75% precincts reporting.
Are they calling it? They're calling it.
And remember, whatever happens,
No matter what.
We stick together.
and we
Stay the course.
And we keep fighting. Dan. Yes, I guess I owe you a congratulations. I'm sure you'll do Hawaii proud up there in Washington. I just wish that, well, I wish you well. That's right. Next time.
Expansion of the education budget helped us build a new library. Our literacy rate has skyrocketed.
In 1960, I spoke at the Democratic National Convention on the Civil Rights Platform.
Leadership for the 60s. Kennedy, Kennedy, Kennedy.
If to believe in freedom and equality is to be a radical, then I am a radical. We must remain steadfast till all shades of man may stand side by side in dignity and self-respect.
And so, my fellow citizens, that's not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
In 1964, I ran for the U.S. House of Representatives again. And won.
Women are earning 58 cents for every dollar that a man earns.
As a member of Education and Labor, I'm going to change that.
Hello.
In 1972, I even ran for president. The Vietnamese people have a right to self-determination. If we make ourselves the arbiters of justice in this foreign affair, it's simply another form of ethnic cleansing derived from our colonial mentality. As your commander-in-chief, I promise to end the war in Vietnam. Bring our boys home.
Well, it's not bombs in Vietnam. Mink for president.
War on poverty, not people.
That one I knew I'd lose, but I did it to make a point that war is never the answer, and that I, as a woman, had a right to run for president. In 1984, I spoke at the Democratic National Convention.
Mondale, he'll never fail.
Reagan is bodacious, a Hollywood actor turned president.
Women make up America's working ghetto. The stoop laborer on our farms, the workers that fill our garment factories where Asian women continue to be exploited with piecework pay. The workers in the hot, sweaty kitchens and basements. And in the assembly line of the Silicon Valley of California to the textile mills of the Carolinas. Women and minorities want America's attention. Jobs are not enough. Jobs with the opportunity for advancement and pay equity across the board is what we seek. That was my siren call. Wake up, America. I went on to give up my House seat of 5 terms and ran for Senate.
Patsy, mink for all of us.
Pinko, go home.
Lost that one, returned to Hawaii and ran for city council. Won that, then ran for governor of Hawaii and mayor of Honolulu.
Move over, Patsy. We need new blood.
Who's the old timer now?
I guess we have work to do. I returned to the House in 1990. Congress was very different the second time around. I fought the welfare reform bill and voted against the Patriot Act. Every social safety net was being stripped away. And after 9/11, war was once again America's top priority. Like I said, in politics, sometimes you never know which way things are going to turn, but you keep going. Remember Title IX? That was one of my most proud achievements. But the law almost didn't make it. I mean, at first it passed pretty quickly. But when people found out how much they'd have to give up for equal rights, they fought hard to dismantle it. At the time, 98% of collegiate funding went to men's athletics. The whole point of the law was to give women access and equality in every area of education. There was a big campaign brought on by Representative Casey of Texas to exclude portions of the bill regarding athletics so that these men's teams could maintain their stronghold over the federal funding.
Let me tell you, as a football coach, if we keep giving all the funding to women's softball and women's track, yeah, what's that? No tailgating in those sports, huh? No, but in all seriousness, we care about women's athletics, but the public interest is not there. Title IX will destroy the football program, a legacy we have built for over a century.
We have to get up at 4:30 in the morning just to have a pool to swim in because the boys team comes on at 7. We throw bake sales just to earn enough money to pay for our uniforms and our buses. When you think of what the school is willing to pay for the boys, it's just not right. We pay the same tuition. We deserve the same respect from our school.
My colleagues and I worked tirelessly to fight the Casey Amendment and keep athletics in the bill. On the day of the congressional vote, my daughter, Wendy, who was early in her graduate studies, was on her way to the movies. Do you have the papers with my notations? Yes, surely. Thank you. Your calls helped tremendously. There's still a number of uncommitted. I've gone through the tallies and there's some New England holdouts. I don't know, about an hour or so? Yes, I'll see you there.
Wendy?
Thank you for asking, Speaker Albert. Fortunately, she's out of the woods, recovering slowly.
I've given it a lot of thought. I know how hard you worked on this bill, and as Speaker of the House, I'm declaring a revote.
You would do that for me, Carl?
Of course. It's the right thing to do. For your daughter and for mine.
We had a revote and miraculously won 215 to 178. I guess some people came around.
Well done, Patsy. You deserve this.
It's not for me. It's for all the young women out there. And Kailani, it's for you. There was no guarantee that we would win, but we fought for what we knew was right.
I can't believe you ran for office so many times and never stopped running. Your life is so impressive.
The thing is, Kailani, you have to fight hard for what you believe in.
I'm not doing anything half as important. Just trying to play the game I've always loved.
You have to tell the whole story. You have to tell your truth.
Stories can be kind of fake sometimes. We're so obsessed with showing everybody else how amazing our lives are. It's like, look at me at the beach at sunset with perfect hair blowing in the wind. Look at me with my boyfriend at Ululani sharing the perfect shave ice. Even my blood, sweat, and tears selfies are kind of staged. Hello? Yes, Coach Roland. I'm sad to hear that. No, of course. I'm sure she deserves it. It's disappointing, but there are some Division II options. Thanks for giving me a chance.
No go? I'm so sorry. Losing is never fun. I've lost a lot of elections.
You know what? It sucks. But what's that saying? Fall down 7 times?
Get up 8.
You're right. I just gotta keep pushing. It's because of you and Title IX that I could even play ball. There are other schools out there, even if it means I don't play D1.
That's the spirit. Make Hawaii proud.
Hold up, Patsy. Hey everyone. I finally heard back, and, well, I didn't make it into my dream school. Not gonna lie, it hurts. A lot. And I'm really scared to tell Coach and mostly my family. You know what? Dad? Hey. Yeah, I got the call. I didn't make it. Is Mom there? No, just tell her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that this was my ticket out. I see how hard you work, and I know you wanted something different for me. I really thought that I had it. The good news is, at least now Grandma can still come to my games and threaten to sucker punch the refs. But I'm not giving up. This game is my life, and I'm going to let it lead me. Love you guys.
I'm proud of you. Home games are my favorite.
Oh. Thank you, Patsy. You really do have the aloha spirit.
Thank you everyone who came to see the show. Again, if you'd like any more information,